Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today, if you can see in front of you, we are kind of doing a little bit of a tasting of batch 14, 15, 16, and 17.
Ain't nothing tasting about this. Is all delicious bourbon battle time.
Yeah, we know,
all right?
we know that they're good.
Oh, yeah. So we talked about this in the Stagg Jr. video where we would kind of blind all these. These are the last 4 releases. The only other one I thought about putting in here was batch 12, but I just, batch 12 is a Stagg killer. So I just assumed that would win.
12. I was hoping that he would put 12 in here so that I could taste it.
I don't have it open, and I don't want to open it yet. I'm scared to open it because then once I know it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
So,
sure.
But yeah. So anyway, so we thought we'd go ahead and do a bourbon battle. We'd blind all of them. We don't know which one's which.
We do know that these from where you're looking left to right. This is 14, 15, 16, 17. Here, we don't know.
We don't know, but we'll go ahead and put this on Dave since he does the editing. Whenever we're sitting here sipping on these, he'll put down the bottom what they are and what the proof is.
The one that we're actually sipping.
Yeah. How about?
Ooh, that's pressure.
It's a lot of editing.
That is a lot of editing, and we'll do it. I'll make it happen.
But anyways, let's get to it because this is going to be.
But if I forget, you all can leave in the comments that I forgot.
Yeah, if he doesn't do it, crush him in the comments. Like absolutely, just destroy him and be like, "You have one job. You have one job."
One job. That is true. It's all I got is one job. All right, so here we go. We're going this way, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Just to explain to everybody, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll reset the palettes, and then we'll go back the other way and blind everything.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice chocolate.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I definitely get that chocolate smell to it.
Oh, man.
Ooh. It's got that hug.
Starting off strong.
Yeah. It's got that hug that you want. All the good things that you think.
It's a really nice chocolate dipped cherry.
I got to say that this one it's got some thickness to it.
She's a thick gal.
Yeah.
She is a thick gal.
Yeah.
Man, that's just so sweet. It doesn't give me as big of a hug from the sense of like where I take it back. Never mind, it's coming.
No, that hug is there.
It's coming. Never mind.
I feel like
mistakes are made.
Yeah, I feel like most of these the hugs are.
It's very very desserty though.
Yeah, chocolatey. It would definitely taste good after like a good steak. And you're just like, okay, I need something good to sip on.
Yeah, honestly, this is really good.
All right. Oh. All right.
This is night and day different.
The nose is completely different.
So for people who get these kind of notes from Buffalo Trace products, this one pops out hard with like a grape note, and that's very really reminiscent. Does. Like that is to me, that is very much a Buffalo Trace kind of note, and that is the first thing I get.
I already know what this one is. Which one this one is.
Yeah, there's some brown sugar, some vanilla on that one. Oh, yeah, very fruity.
The hug is definitely not as strong on this one to me.
Wow. Wow. I was losing my voice there when I was trying to say wow.
But it's sweet.
Yeah.
It coats really well. It's not thick like this one is, but it's really good.
Yeah. So to me, this one, man, that's crazy how those two are so different.
Mm-hmm.
This is so much more fruity and fruit forward. There's plums, there's grapes. Man.
If you had to guess which one this one was, what would you guess?
Let me finish.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I know which one that is.
I feel like I do too, just because. Well, if I say that, then let's just. That one's good.
That is really good. Man, that raspberry note on that one's crazy. It's a little bit more drying, I feel like. Well, I take it back. I don't know if we're getting ready to hit a point drinking so much barrel proof where I don't know the drawing point is either going to be actually the bourbon itself or it's going to be from us just drinking barrel proof bourbon.
Yep.
Okay.
That one's very vanilla forward to me.
Has a lot of honey on there. It's like honey and oak.
Yeah, I could see that.
There's a really nice apple note on that one too.
Yeah.
It's like cut open apple, like fresh, juicy, like red apple.
Yep.
A little bit of brown sugar. That one has, if I'm going to knock this one off, this one has a little bit of harsher finish. A little bit more of an alcohol kind of finish on that one.
The hug is still most prevalent with this one.
Well, whenever it's because it's the first one you've had.
Maybe.
Let me say this.
We've done a couple reviews.
We've done a couple reviews, so this would be, so our palates are acclimated, or whatever, to
acclimated.
Drinking a little bit.
I'm here for his vocabulary.
It helps.
Yeah, that one's good. That finish is, again, all these are going to have a hug to them.
That one, I'm going to say right now, of three I've had so far, that one's not my favorite. It's not that bad. It's just the first two were a lot better.
Yeah.
All right, to the last one.
Ooh. You get a real strong maple on that. To me, like that maple is. Maybe it's a mix between maybe a honey in there. But honey and maple to me are really close when I'm sniffing them.
I'm getting like an oaky grape. That makes sense.
Ooh. That one.
Man, that one tastes really different from the other three.
It really does.
There's toffee on there. There's caramel on there. Has really nice oak. It's buttery. Coats really well.
Yes.
Now, the one thing I will say, and I don't know if it's because we've been drinking, we had 3 barrel proofs beforehand. The finish on that one is basically non-existent. To me.
On this one?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not near as.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's just because we've already had the 3 already.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Not a lot in this one.
Huh?
Not a lot in that one.
No, I know. I was conserving.
All right, we're gonna take a minute. We're gonna reset our palates, kind of refresh them after all that deliciousness, and we'll be right back. And we're back. All right, so same rules as before, except this time we're starting at the very end and working our way up, so that way it's fair. Everybody gets a fair approach to it.
Yeah.
Man, it is so crazy how whenever you kind of like stop and you reset stuff, you take a minute, you let your palate reset, just the notes that are just so different.
Yeah,
this one coming back right now is just night and day different.
Yes,
I feel like.
I think you're right. Yeah.
There's a lot more fruit on this one now than when there was before.
All right. Down the hatch.
Man, that one's really good.
Yeah.
You still get, it's still buttery in my opinion, but
yeah, I think you can tell that by just like you look at
how well it coats. The fruit notes pop a lot more on that one though. That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's really good though. All right. I think you were saying there was a maple note on this one before.
It felt like it, yeah.
I think. Well, I was going to say I'm kind of getting the maple note now.
Yep.
But super light, a lot of honey.
Yeah. This one drinks so different than the other ones.
I know. The brown sugar on there is nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's crazy is I felt like I got apple on this one before, and I don't get any apple on it now.
The vanilla is...
Yeah, there's a ton of vanilla.
There's
There's like an overpowering note of vanilla on this one.
Ton of vanilla in that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is the most. This one is the most unlike Stagg to me.
Yeah,
Of a Stagg.
Honestly, you kind of think a lot of these start to drink kind of the same, and I'm drinking all of these right now, and they all feel different.
Yeah, they all those two were completely different.
Yeah.
So.
Well, even these next two we're getting ready to.
Yeah. Oh man, I still think the grape is there on.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. It's like a grape cherry note now.
Almost feels like you're. I mean, it's not, but it's almost like you're smelling wine.
No, that's actually really good. Like there's like a red wine mixed with like a dark berry kind of wine. I also think there's take a little bit of the sweetness from a Jolly Rancher and take that out, but then there's like a cherry and a grape Jolly Rancher. It's like mixed and blended.
Ooh.
But
Grape.
Take a little bit of that sweetness out of it.
Yeah, the grape Jolly Rancher is my favorite.
It's pretty solid.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you right now, very underrated Jolly Rancher, the lime one, or not lime, the lemon one. Just saying, very underrated. Give it a shot. Not saying it's the best, just give it a shot.
Yeah,
Man, that one is so much more fruitier.
It really is.
Than
like
all the other ones.
Like the plums come through in that.
Plums and grapes. There's a crazy raspberry note that I just can't shake from that one. I remember that one before. Man, that is so good.
I still feel like I know what this one is. Which one this one is.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think I know which one that one is too. The finish is really nice on it too. It's long.
Yeah, but very fruity.
Yeah.
All right. Get a twinge of vanilla in there.
It's crazy how night and day different these are. So as much as fruity as what the last one is, this one is just so much more desserty.
Yes.
Like chocolate, caramel.
Well, it's nice to see that these have stayed basically the same.
Yeah.
On the backside, because we said the same thing on both of these.
Yeah, because really these last two changed. Well, these two here changed a lot, in my opinion, whenever we came back. And these two here really...
No, you still, like on this one, you still get the chocolatey, caramel, vanilla kind of...
Mm-hmm. It's very bakery. Yeah. Like you're walking into a bakery and you just get really rich cakes.
If you're from around here, like the homemade package, I'm walking into the homemade package and you smell like...
Homemade package? You mean homemade pie and ice cream?
Homemade pie kitchen. Pie and ice cream kitchen. We just call it the homemade pie kitchen because they added the ice cream after the fact.
Strong recovery.
Well, that's what I do. I'm full of crap, so I can.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, this one's still such a thick gal.
Man, that is really good.
Yep.
There's a lot of icing on there, but it's a lot of dark icing. It's not like sweet icing, like a light kind of like icing to it. There's a lot of like dark chocolate caramel kind of icing in that. It's really good. All right, how quick can you do this? Can you do this quick or?
I think I can.
Okay. So for me, I think this one is last and this one's second to last. It's really a debate between these two.
Yeah. It just honestly, this is like 1 and 1A.
Yeah.
Because I think depending on my mood is what I would choose.
Yeah.
Because if I had just finished dinner, I think I would go with 16 because I think it would just kind of complement.
You think that's 16?
I think it's 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's 16, and I think this is 17.
Okay.
Because we did a review of this, and I feel
not too long ago. Yeah,
not too long ago, and I feel like I remember that palette.
So I agree with you. I think this is 17 here.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is 16 or that's 15. Like vice versa. Like I feel like either one of those two could be that. I feel like 14's last.
I've not drank much of 14 and 15 to have a good palate to know what if these are those or not.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've drank enough of 16 and 17 now. Well, 17 just because of recent history.
Recency. Yeah.
I feel like this is 17. Mostly because of what you said, the raspberry jam.
Yeah.
That raspberry taste, because I feel like that was prevalent when we were reviewing it.
Okay.
But this is 1 and 1A. I don't know that I can choose either way. I think it's gonna. I think just for my palate, I think I would go this one. I think that's a 16.
By the way, we're sitting here talking about all this. I don't think any one of these are bad. Mm-mm. I think they're all really good.
I think this is the most different.
Well, let me say this. I think this one's good. I think whenever you compare it to these three, I don't think it's as good.
No, I'm just saying I feel like this is the most different.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. I feel like these two are kind of... I don't know why I feel like these two are comparable. I feel like this one is just so fruit forward.
It is
so
very
different.
Yeah.
I think
I would go. I think I would have a tendency to go dessert forward, and so that's why I think I would choose this one. If this is 16, which that's just my guess. I think this is 16.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so okay, yeah, we were basically right on everything then. So this one's 16. So you had 16 as your number one.
Yeah.
And I had 17 as my number one. Then we flipped those. And then we had...
You know, what's interesting is I thought that 17 was my favorite doing the review from what I remember of...
From doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
But
and then 14 was last and 15 was...
Blind has a way of telling you what your favorite is.
Well, yeah. And that's the other thing, too. Like, I'm very much a traditional dark flavor, dark note kind of profile that I prefer. Like I prefer the chocolates and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't necessarily prefer the fruit and stuff on all of my bourbons like I do.
I enjoyed 17 a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I think the chocolate and the dessert feel to that just kind of won me over. I think.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
These are and I would also say this really quick and we'll wrap it up. I think the two that were in first and second for both of us are ahead of the third and fourth, like by a decent amount.
Yes.
Like I would say that. So I'd say the last two releases are definitely better than the previous two releases, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah. So
I wish we could have squeezed 13 in there.
Yeah, I didn't have that one open either.
Yeah. 12 and 13.
I thought about opening 13. Well, I have two spares of 13, so I thought about opening one because I finished that not too long ago, and I was like, do we really need to drink 5? And then I was like, yeah, maybe we do.
It's all right. Well, whatever it is, I'm blessed to be able to drink whatever.
They're good, and you know, I'll say this really quick. When it comes to these are all really, really great. I think honestly, like even though we're kind of saying like 14's not as good, to be honest with you guys, they're all really, really great.
They are really good.
And I just give him a shout out really quick. ADHD Whiskey, Matt, he was sitting there talking about how hard these are getting and how much more difficult these are getting. I totally agree with him. Like where I would get enough of these every release for me to last the year, these are becoming incredibly way more difficult to find, even than what they were before. So if you've never found one, you're like, they've always been incredibly hard. Well, they're getting a lot worse. So, you know, we recommend them. We're huge fans of them. We understand the difficulty of getting them. But, you know, hopefully you guys enjoy. And, you know, if you guys are looking to acquire one, hopefully kind of us can direct you in the right way at least.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Yep. All right. Well, till the next time. We'll see you.
see ya.